So, Father Simon, what do you suggest to young men today who have a sense of a calling to priesthood, to religious life? How can they begin that step, that process of discernment?
Well, I think you're right. God is definitely calling young people still, and He does that in different ways. There's the St. Paul method where he just kind of hits you over the head, and you really don't have any doubt about what God wants you to do.
Yeah.
That happens, maybe not a lot, but it does happen. Another way that God calls us is by He plants a seed in your heart, and there's an increasing attraction to either to a particular girl, right, or to religious or priesthood, and that comes about when you're spending more time with God, right? Maybe before the Blessed Sacrament and prayer,
Yep.
you find yourself maybe going to Mass more, and so that's another way that God uses.
So how do you act on that if a young man's starting to feel or that he's starting to take more time in prayer, and how does he practically discern that calling?
Well, I mean, God is a person, isn't He? And so, just like in any human relationship, if you want to get to know someone, you've got to spend time with them. And so for us, that's in our prayer, right? Early in the morning, maybe before you go to bed, spending 5-10 minutes in silence, trying to listen to what God's telling you. Maybe open up a good book, pick a couple of verses. And then obviously the sacraments. God speaks to us very clearly. It's His presence in the Blessed Sacrament. And then getting advice, speaking to a friend who is knowledgeable, perhaps a priest or religious, someone who can guide you. Because I think we all need to be guided, to be helped, a coach to help us take those next steps. And then finally to go and visit, a seminary or a convent, religious community, and see if you feel at home there.
Wonderful. Thanks for that.
Cheers, bro.